everybody, everybody. It's for everybody. Tell her everybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EraBody's podcast, where generations collide and cultures combine. Today, we have a great show for you. As special guest for today, we have Coach Mo. We want Coach Mo. And she'll be on today talking about healthy lifestyles, discipline, and boxing.
Getting knocked out and getting back up.
But for now, it's your boy, Ricky.
And I'm the Honorable Darren D. Purnell, the street speaker himself. What's going on, Rick?
What's going on, D?
Man, California. We don't send hurricanes to California. We take care of the hurricane problem. Last week in New Orleans, we had 4 earthquakes within a 10-minute spread.
Yeah.
Now, they ain't do no damage or whatever, but I don't want to start with this. Hurricane season is enough stress for us or whatever. I don't want whoever messing with the weather, Rick, I leave that alone.
No, you're right.
Cause we ain't got time for that
Right.
shit. California is built for that. We already low. Can you imagine if a big hurricane hit down here? And if you think Katrina was worse, imagine the water high and they come in and let open one of those levees.
You're right. Yeah, the earthquake thing is new. It's scary. You know, I'm speaking as a New Orleanian, a Louisianian, if you want to say that. We aren't used to that. We just are kind of getting used to tornadoes,
right? Because
we didn't have tornadoes
at all,
and now we have.
They come.
They projecting earthquakes here.
Yeah. So
you
think the people that's messing with the weather got something to do with that?
Man, I think the earth is crying out right now. I feel like you could mess with the weather in the sky, but as it pertains to an earthquake, this is something underground where the earth shifts.
Yeah, I think all of it worked together, and I think all this is the earth saying, you know what? I'm sick of y'all. I want shit the way it is. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a summer to remember. I'm gonna give y'all some shit.
Well, since you said like that, well, do you feel like most of the altering is coming from Louisiana? Because I feel like we are getting the most punishment. I don't know too much about what's happening all around the world, but just to see that we inherited 2 more, what you call it, catastrophic events, tornadoes and earthquakes.
And I would say this:
that's a lot going on.
Remember how last year it snowed? We had that unusual snow day.
Yes,
it did the same thing in Florida. Like, and we not saying we don't get snow, but we don't get shut down snow. We get a little sprinkle. Last year it was tons and piles. Everything was shut down, and we not used to that. And then the same thing happened to us last year. Happened to Florida this year.
Yeah.
So and that just is unusual from down here. We used to all right winters, mild, and then boom, and blazing brutal, hot
and brutal summers.
Yeah, you'll die for it. You'll die. If you can make it dry with summer, basically make it anywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's why the space program should start down here first.
Didn't it? NASA.
Yeah, in Florida. Yeah, you have to.
Well, they build it here.
You will have to take somebody from here to go up there.
Yeah.
You take somebody from up north or from Canada, one of up there.
As soon as it take off.
But normally the people, because our humidity, when they come down here, they were like, man, it's a different type of heat.
Yeah.
Even Vegas heat. It's so hot in Vegas, but you don't sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Our heat, you're going to feel every bit of it.
Yeah.
And you're going to taste it.
You're gonna taste it.
And y'all girls coming down with the bust downs. A lot of women in New Orleans wear braids because of that, especially going to the summertime. That hair frizz up in a minute.
Yeah.
I used to wear a security guard at the bank, and these women used to wear bindings and run inside and then unwrap their hair. They're not gonna take a chance from the car to inside in that humidity.
So that explains everything, and it's a little off the subject of why the ladies here wear bonnets out in the street. And that could be why.
And they call hard hairstyles.
Yeah.
Remember how the girls used to wear the barrel curls and everything?
Yeah, finger with
D waves and all that, because they all that whatever the stuff they use, pump it up and all that. Mm-hmm. It keeps their hair matted down.
But the humidity,
because the humidity. If you wear your own hair,
yeah,
it make you like girls feel like women like they have bushes on their head.
that makes sense. So it give me a different perspective about women who come out with bonnets now.
And I think they should. Women need to come on here and explain that.
Wait, our producer in the back shaking their head.
That's not why. That's what women tell me. Professional women that wear bobs and everything.
When you have real hair.
Yeah, when you.
It's not necessary. You got a sewing or something.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the girls that wear their real hair and wear the bonnet is because they protecting their style until they get to the wedding. So they can't afford to comb their hair down and go into Walmart doing this and then go to the wedding at night because their hair gonna be messed up.
So they don't go for the same as people wearing the weaves
I
and
think,
sewing.
yeah, so I think that we should ask, you wearing your real hair under there? And if they say yes, excuse me, sister.
Gotcha.
Or whatever. We understand.
Gotcha.
But the bust downs and the braids and all that, take that shit off. It's embarrassing us as a culture. All right? If it's not real, you can't do it. So now we put an understanding to it. And even the sisters that got real hair, put a cute one on. Out there. Whatever. So we're gonna have to come with a color code or something. It's gonna be one color, or she wearing her real hair.
Right.
And then when it's the other colors, we're gonna know,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, so that's gonna come into law. All right. We said it. Rick.
Make it happen. What a pin.
All right. And so, all right. So now we're gonna come up with a color, and you guys. But on this last one, Rick, we have been telling people that everybody on network, we have a network now. We're not just one podcast, and we have our first podcast signed on and ready to be signed, sealed, and delivered with you guys called the Retail Podcast.
Retail Podcast.
And man, I'm so happy for them and what they knowledge, what they're willing to bring to people. I mean, the customers stories, the chatting about deals, the dressing people, the seeing what everybody can't dress.
Right.
So even our Queen Beyonce have somebody picking out the best. So when you sing Queen Beyonce, you saying she look nice, but it's our retail podcast that's putting the stuff together for us.
Especially here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know, New Orleans is built off culture. It's built off fashion. So just having, someone with that retail and fashion experience is gonna create a great impact and also level up people's game as it pertains to fashion.
Yes. Looking good is part of feeling good or whatever.
Oh, of course. And I ain't understood what that meant, bro.
Yeah.
Really until I became a mature man.
Yeah.
Until I became a mature man is when I understood that if you look good, you feel good.
Yeah. And people treat you better.
And people treat you better. You're received. People receive you. Man,
boy, you go. We wear suit and ties. We go stepping, and I go in places, restaurants. Or whatever, you could see the difference than when you got on them joggers right. And on a regular tennis.
You're absolutely right.
So
even a white man, like just to add on to it, I normally on certain days out the week I go get my premium cigar, but I'm walking around people you don't know who they are, but man, so many white people be like, man, you look sharp, man, you look good. I be like. As I'm supposed to,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it boosts up my self-esteem, my confidence, and just make me know that I'm doing the right thing,
right?
And
just not to get off their podcast, but we wanted that style for our podcast, for the professional, and we wanted to start a network. So to have someone else see what we doing and wanted to come on our network, man, that's great. So they're going to be a retail podcast, and I think what they're going to do to the girls that love retail, it's going to be on Sunday.
I think they said they air on Sunday.
At 7:30.
Yeah, at 6:30.
6:30, all right? So, make sure y'all get inside. That's the first one down. We have many more to come. The retail podcast with our retail girls, man, y'all going to love them. They got a lot of energy, insight on. Women got to go through this more than us. What top you should wear, how you should wear your hair pinned up or pinned down, what looks go with what. We don't really go through that, but they do men too. So they'll work on me and Rick. So when you see me and Rick more coordinated than we already are, that's because our retail girls helped us out.
Yes, sir.
So anything else you got, Rick?
Man, I'm just happy to see it come together, brother. Man, that's it.
Man, with time, great things can happen. This segment was brought to you by EraBody's Coffee. Let's take a drink.
Tell everybody.
Everybody, welcome back. And as we promised you, we have Coach Mo from We Want Coach Mo Boxing Club, Gym.
All that above.
All that and above in the building right now. Thank you for coming through.
Who
Coach
they
Mo.
want? I'm Coach Mo chilling. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. Before we get into the actual episode, give our audience a little bit about who you are, for the ones who may not know you already.
All right. I am Coach Mo. Birth name April Moreland. I'm from New Orleans, born and raised uptown. Went to the mighty Walter L. Coins Senior High School. I transitioned and went to the military. That's where I got my boxing background. The Army has a boxing team that goes to the Olympics. Well, we compete to go to the Olympics, and I became a part of that team at the mighty age of 30.
30.
At the age of 30, I made it on the Army's boxing team, and I competed. I went 65-2. I ranked number 4 in the nation, and I went to Olympic trials. I did not win, but I made it.
So you was knocking out disabled people.
Disabled. They were disabled after me, you know. They were disabled after they met me. But I
Okay,
understand.
let's get it. But 30 years old, that's crazy.
Yeah,
work.
that's every time they talked about me in the paper, it was like this old lady, 30 going on thirst. How many more years does she have in her? You know, it was just like, I was like, I ain't know 30 was old, you know.
I
in
mean,
the boxing
for
world,
boxing, of
And,
course.
yeah, and you don't have a boxing face.
I don't. Of course
and
I don't.
I say that. Yeah. When you look at Evander Holyfield, what I'm saying is he got these 2 knots that's extensive.
That's permanent.
That's
Yeah, permanent.
You don't
play
have
get-
that. Know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
play
You
get in
don't.
the face.
You wouldn't telling me you're a boxer, even trained. He got that look like Evander. He come up the hallway.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Blows and blows.
Yeah. He take him and give him.
Yeah.
So, boxing. Why boxing?
Honestly, when I was transitioning to 30, I was like, damn, I just want to look super fine in my 2-piece when I'm going on this beach, right? And my homegirl was like, girl, boxing, I did that for a little while. It'll get you in shape real quick. So I was like, okay, let me check it out. Went in there and I was like, oh, this is nice. Now, I've always been an athlete. I played volleyball, basketball, softball in high school. I got a scholarship in softball. My mom was like, hell no, softball don't pay the bills, so you're going to take your academic. So I took my academic to UNO. So I just always been an athlete. So once I went to the military and found out that they had sports that you can actually, that's all you do, it was over. Like, wait, I can compete and not have to shoot and not have to go to the field.
Hold on. You teaching us something.
Yeah.
Hold on. Because we got a water that's about to go now. I get my nephew to train because he just got in there. So now what you're saying, he can go, you can actually sign up for the Army.
Sign up for the Army.
But just box.
So the thing is, they have to select you now. They do have to select you. You do have to go through camps and things of that nature. And once they do select you, that becomes your job.
Oh,
What?
Because
But there's only 2 sports like that. It's wrestling and boxing because those sports are year round. There's no break. So if you play baseball, you play baseball for that season. Then you go back to your
on the
unit.
field.
Yeah, you go back to your unit.
But what I'm good at, Rick, they never had. They
What's
never
that?
had running. So,
We do.
Away. See, in the project, we ran a lot. So, away from the problem. You know, we ran from the police.
Boy, they have that.
They teach us.
Here come Russia.
They teach us. They teach us.
Say,
If
here come
you hear
Russia.
if you hear that whistle, you run the
Run.
opposite.
Yeah.
You don't run to the whistle. You run the opposite.
So that's a
of the
place
whistle.
for you. Still to this day, if you
Still
won't
make
go.
it. He can still make it.
I'm aged out. I'm aged out.
So is that a thing? Is there an age out in the
Absolutely.
Army? Like, what's the oldest that you can actually get enrolled?
I think signing up now,
You're
I've been
32,
retired.
right?
No, 40. They went up to at least 40, 42. I think it's the max age now.
I thought it was 32. You teaching us something now.
no,
So,
no.
the 40-years that ain't doing nothing, they're standing by the
They can
gas
go.
station, I get them.
They can go.
Wait, that's I
They
signed
can
up
go.
with job benefits and everything.
Hello.
That's crazy.
They
Let's
can
get the
go.
bus.
And come out as a veteran.
I love my 100%.
Yeah, and you
What?
ain't-
Oh, you got the
yeah.
100%.
I'm disabled.
Let's go.
I'm a disabled vet.
But
Was here making a difference.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool because a lot of people don't know that process too, or how to run that
Absolutely.
business on themselves. That's why we see a lot of I ain't gonna call them displaced
Absolutely.
citizens
You're right.
that come here and they hold up signs that I was a veteran.
Absolutely correct.
But as we can see, like Coach Mo is in
good
style
shape.
and
Now, this is a serious question, not to cut you off, Rick.
Mhm.
So, Do you think they do enough? What would be the message to Commander-in-Chief President Trump right now that you would get him to look out for your brothers and sisters that's still in the military right now, even the vets? Look at him and get him. He's a fan of the show. He's coming on. He told us he's coming.
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So my thing is, when those vets who are transitioning, make sure you see your DAV. Make sure that you go to your closest, nearest VA, and you find out what benefits that you still have and what benefits you can have grow. Because I got out at 90%. And so I went to talk to my local VA, and they gave me the pointers and gave me, what I do qualify for, and that's how I was able to go up.
And what bill? And the reason why I say reach out to them, they have laws that be held up. That's for vets. Mm-hmm. So Councilman Carter, the president, what money on the table? Do you think y'all deserve more housing?
Absolutely. You got to understand, we've actually, I've done 16 years.
Wow.
16 years in the military.
Wow.
So 16 years of giving up my time, my freedom, my ability to think on my own, that deserves, compensation. Mm-hmm. So I do agree. I'm appreciative that I get my disability. I'm appreciative that I don't have to pay certain things. I'm appreciative of those things, but a lot of us need more. We do. All jokes aside, yeah. I had 3 wars. Yeah. I went to 3 wars.
What?
So yeah.
Mr. President, you just heard it from Coach Mo, all right?
Yeah.
And we need more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, who they want? Mo and Mo. Let's go.
Let's go. So now transitioning from the Army, but that seems like a crazy experience. We want to dive back into coaching.
Okay.
I know as a mentor to youth and young adults here how hard it is to stay motivated personally.
Yes.
But to motivate others, like what does that look like for you as a coach?
So when I transitioned back to New Orleans, I came from being a coach over the Army's team, right? Mm. So if I say something, it gets done. If I say move this way, if I say go that way, it gets done. These soldiers know that they want to be champions, and that's the main focus. Here, I realize that everyone wants to be popular. Mm. If I say I'm doing something outside of the football or the basketball, I get the girls. I get the everybody looking at me. Mm-hmm. Versus, hey, this is not a sport of popularity. This is a sport of you can get your butt hurt in this ring. So I realized that I had to transition my tone and the way I deliver the message of either you're going to do it this way or you're not going to be in my gym. Hmm. So I had to set the tone of discipline over wanting just to get people in my gym.
And how do you prepare somebody to get knocked? What I would call the fuck out.
No, that's the exact same.
And when, you been in the Olympic, and when it happened, like
so
what is the get up?
Never prepare for that.
But look, what is the get up like? Stay down, whatever. What is that?
Stay down.
All right, you train me. I'm on the ground. All right,
you're on the ground.
All right.
You in my cone. You're gonna look over. You're gonna look over to me. I'm saying. Get your fucking ass up.
But if you know Rick gave me that,
I'm gonna throw the towel.
You gonna throw the towel?
I'll throw the towel.
Wow.
I would save you. I've saved a lot of my fighters. I've thrown the towel. Yeah. And when they was like, no, Coach, no, I got you.
Bro, you can't even talk properly. You can't even stand up.
Coach, what it is in Rocket?
Good, Coach. I'm good. You're not good, baby. Come here.
Right.
In Rocket, when he throwing the towel, throw the damn towel.
Yes, absolutely. I throw the towel.
Damn.
I will throw that towel. So a lot of the kids here, I've had some amazing kids come through. Because I'm the first person to get boxing in high school.
Okay.
So what I did was I had this vision many, many years ago, and I was like, damn, what would be great is to get discipline back in schools. Mm-hmm. Right. And how do you get discipline back in schools when you have parents who don't want you to discipline their children, right? This is the new age parents. No, you can't tell my child nothing. Right? My child could be the worst child in the world, but you can't tell him that he's the worst child. I'm not going to even tell him that. Yeah. So I said, what can you do? What would be the best thing? And I was like, boxing is the most disciplined thing that I know. All right, April, you got to get that in high school. That is a goal of yours. Your life mission is to get boxing in high school. Come to New Orleans. A friend didn't even know that that was my life goal. That was to myself. I'm writing it to myself because that's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And she was like, hey, have you thought about teaching? She was like, I know you got your degree, but we need teachers. I was like, sure. What would they teach? She said, you could teach PE. I was like, perfect. I know this very well. And then so the more we talked about it, she was like, well, I talked to my principal, and he wants to know if you want to teach boxing as a PE. I said, wait, what? I said, woo, this is my dream coming true? And she was like, yeah, I want you to teach boxing. Went to the school, taught boxing for 4 years. The school shut down. But for those 4 years, I got a chance to teach kids. Those kids actually transition from my classroom to my gym. And belts. Awesome. They got belts on top of belts, and lost over 40, 50 pounds just of masculinity, of confidence, leadership. I teach any student that know me, tell them that I don't train anyone else but leaders. I only train leaders. And so that's what I bring to the table.
You say two things that's impressive. I do know you have to write your goals down. But tell me, do you notice in our time, we didn't have fat kids. That was like
oh my God.
They didn't have.
I talk about that all the time.
And I told Rick this: the kids that was on asthma, they'll take the asthma pump, and inside of the asthma pump is steroids.
It is.
But everybody was in shape.
Absolutely.
Well, what is this generation that so many kids are fat and they not sick? They just fat.
It's the food. So I'm a herbalist as well as I'm a pescatarian that don't eat dairy either. So I realize it's all the badness that we eat. Like we can't stay away from the refined sugars. We can't stay away from the meats. We can't stay away, and they're harming us more than they're doing help for us. A lot of people don't know, like the beef, the chicken, those things are degrading our bones. They're telling us milk does a body good, and it does not. It does the absolute opposite. It's killing our calcium. It's killing everything that we know about our bodies. I do not put it in mind at all. So and that's why I could be a 44-year-old still in sparring with my kids.
Yeah. And when you say Big Pharma has lobbied over and over for this, that food pyramid scheme, that is trash.
It's beyond trash. Beyond. When I say beyond trash, when my example is military needs bad shot. I'm a person, because I run all the time, needs a shot, but milk does a body good. So as a kid, I'm drinking milk because I'm an athlete. I'm strong. I get in the military about 27, 28. Knees are shot. I could barely get out of the bed. It hurts me. At 28, it hurts me to run every day. It hurts everything. So I started doing my own research, and I started seeing about how meats and dairy and things of that nature is killing our ligaments and our what's the spongy thing in between your bones? I can't think of it right now. Yeah, cartilage, right? So right now I have no cartilage in between my knees.
What?
None, right? So
what they at, Coach?
They deteriorated. All right, from all the movements, all the jumping, things of that nature. But you saw me walk up in here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And can't say too much.
Yeah, I got you.
But so what I did was I started doing my research, and I realized that meat, dairy was the main killer. I gave up meat and dairy for I said I was going to give it 3 months to see if I would see a difference. Y'all, the first month, I could get out of bed without hurting myself. I said, I think I done stumbled on something. I added sea moss. Sea moss on that second month. I'm just running like I have never ran. Like I'm back in my teens. It's really what we're putting in our bodies, and a lot of people, I might as well die from something I love, right?
Yeah.
No, not if you can live to see 80, 90, 100 if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to see 40 and croak out. I don't want to see 50 and croak out because of something I was eating when I knew I could eat better.
Right.
We should eat for health, not for taste anymore. Especially when we get to this age.
Yes.
I'm being honest. I understand in our young days we're gonna drink, we're gonna do whatever we want. But once we get to that age of when wisdom start kicking in, let's eat for health and not for taste anymore.
So how hard is it to restructure one's mind? Because you run across a lot of people. How hard is it for them to accept that the food that they're eating is trash?
A lot of things it's just like religion. You can't talk one person out the religion that they already believe in, right? So that's not for me to do. It's for me to show examples of how I've transitioned to when I was eating meat versus when I wasn't. So I could show you that, but we can always bring the horse to the water. but we
And
can't
then
make
make
them
'em
drink
drink.
it, right?
And
But I'm drunk that water because I went there.
yeah, and I would say this to get back on to
I'm sorry.
fighting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
no,
Mike, no, not yeah, we good. Mike Tyson said everyone look good before the fight.
Absolutely.
Until they get hit. So I have seen guys, they put that baby Earl on, they go to the thing, they doing their pre-warm up. You're like, man, that boy look good.
That boy about to
They
walk.
get in there 4-5 seconds
No
and
air.
he get knocked out. Like, is it stamina? Is it mindset? Is it
It's all that above. So it's all about your training, not what coach told you to do, right? Because what I've realized with teaching these kids, if I'm not on them 24/7, they're not gonna do it. So I was like, whose dream is it to be a boxer? Oh, it's my dream, coach. So if it's your dream, why do I have to hold your hand for your dream? Because if it's your dream, you should be running when I'm not there. If it's your dream, you should be shadow boxing when I'm not there. If it's your dream, you should be eating the foods that you know that you need to eat so that you can make weight. I've already given you the tools, so it's up to you to take those tools and go past what I've taught you. And that's what the problem is about a lot of these boxers that you see. Then, like I said, it's for show.
Right.
They look great. My muscles look good. I'm feeling greased up.
And I would ask you a question when it comes down to Mayweather. I understand the difference between fighting, street fight, and boxing.
Uh-huh.
Many people break the two down because a lot of people can't break down boxing. It's supposed to be the Mayweather way, not get hit, right?
Not getting hit and hit.
And hit.
Yes.
So his way, a lot of even boxers criticize him when he's doing it high, but they take it, most guys from the streets, they look at it from a street way. He don't fight. Break down the difference between a boxer and a fighter that's on the street like the normal person.
So boxing is a sport.
Skills sport.
A skill, right? It's a sport. Just like you play basketball. You know, if I take that pump fake, I know how to move you out my way, right? Absolutely. I know how to study. Like my difference is with boxing, I know for a fact that I have to outsmart you. 85% of boxing is all mental. 15% is physical. Because it's chess, not checkers. I have to outsmart you. I know that you know a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know you know how to roll. I know you know how to pivot. So now we're at this dance. So I gotta outdance you in this moment, but in punches. And in street fighting, anything goes.
Right.
Anything goes. In boxing, we're gonna start with the jab. In street, you can hit me with that right hand, and then it's all over. And we setting up the knockout. In street fight, you're not setting up no knockout. You just, I gotta hit him because I got 30 seconds of air in me. A lot of people don't know. In street fight, you got 30 to 45 seconds until you are woe out.
Right.
In boxing, I got 36 minutes to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
And I will.
So give us an example of a street fight that you saw recently. That's supposed to be classified. You know, I just won't take it there. I won't hear from Coach Mo.
From where we met?
Yeah.
So
what disappointed you about this fight? You know, that could have really went left by the way things kind of progressed.
I think the event was because it was such an event of promoting, less gun, no gun violence, and promote how to, show up and fight it out, but we're in a boxing setting, right? So if we're in a boxing setting, we have to do boxing rules, to me.
Yeah.
We got headgear. Well, they didn't have headgear on. That was weird.
I thought they would have had that too.
There was no
Especially
headgear.
being amateurs not fighting.
But they had amateur boxers fighting against real boxers too. Like, I mean, they had street fighters fighting against real boxers with no headgear.
I thought.
See, I didn't see any. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What the significance is in having, which I know you bring it. I think I know that you're just to protect you.
So the headgear is for concussions.
All right.
It's for
especially when you're not a professional.
Right, especially if you're not a professional, and when you hit your head, like when you fall, like say you get knocked out and you fall, and you're gonna fall flat. All 200 pounds are gonna hit that ground. Wow. It's to protect the back of your head, because where is the nerve endings? Right. Where will you get paralyzed at? Where will you have brain trauma at? Yeah. So that's why that pissed me off by hitting the dude in the back of the head so much.
So how that too? Just why is it important, or why is it illegal to not punch a person in the back of the head as it
Because you
pertains to
will
boxing.
definitely kill them.
Or you can kill them.
You will kill them. You will paralyze. Either you're going to paralyze them for the rest of their life, or you will kill them. That's why you are not even in boxing. You're not allowed to turn around. Period. Now, have you ever seen anybody turn around? If they turn around, we looking like, what?
Yeah.
Why are they even in this ring? Because
Right.
you should know better. You cannot turn around because you don't want to get hit in the back of the head. As well as pros, right? They make sure that you don't do those rabbit punches in the back of the head because you'll be penalized for hitting in the back of the head because one, we know that that's how you can kill someone. That's how you can hurt them.
I mean, have someone died in the ring?
Absolutely correct. Many people. It's been over 50, 60, 70 people who have died in the ring or have died from the effects of having that fight in that ring.
So
they may have not died in the ring.
Not died like on the basketball court. We know about the guy that fell dead on the basketball court. I forgot his name.
I remember what you're talking about. Yes.
In the boxing ring, they had somebody like they squabbled, so they get hit in the head and they dropped and died.
I got a perfect example. I was in the military, of course, and the Marines. They had a soldier die in the gym right there. They were just got done sparring. And the Marines haven't had a boxing team since because of the negligence. Yes. So the guy, he's in that sparring, and he's getting hit in the back of the head, and a couple of punches, and everybody we watching the film, and everybody's like, hey, stop hitting him in the back of the head. So coach is not even paying attention. Coach is talking to another soldier, another fighter, and so they're still sparring. Guy finally takes a knee. They're like, all right, get out of there. See, coach tell him. Get out of there. He gets out of there. He's stumbling. He, trying to take his headgear off, stumbles, hit the ground. He does not wake up.
Man.
Does not wake up.
Yeah.
That soldier died from doing something he loved.
So on the next, I think they got another one up. They got.
Yeah, they have another.
I told them they need to reach me.
Did they reach out?
Of course not. No, they know that I'm the only person in this city with real boxing experience, real coaching experience, real level of elite coaches that have trained me to be the boxer.
So, but even as refs, if you was to go in there and
I can qualify as a ref.
Yeah, so we need to reach out to Shorty and let him know.
Make sure
or whatever, because these things you don't. And the worst thing is when you're trying to do something good and it turns bad because of those small things. And then when a professional reaching out and saying, "Look, I step in and help you clear this up," because it's a good event. It means well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It does. I can see that.
Yeah, but that's why Coach stepped in, and I think when you came, I was like, how to take this, because I posted it, but I'm not a core component to it. Like I can reach the people because we was putting a podcast there. But I saw the passion and the messaging that you wrote, and I'm like, damn, this who they should have had. Because I was mad that the refs looked just like the boxers in there.
It was the I think that was the ref who was at that fight was the guy who trains at Max Gym.
Yes.
He's the trainer. So my thing is, as a coach, you know the rules.
Right.
You should
know the rules.
If you're a USA certified boxing coach, or if you are a certified coach, period, to pass that test, you need to know the rules.
Yeah.
Now pull out your passbook.
But
pull out your coaching book.
It also goes about discipline. Before I let you say that too, because Mac, I love the brother, but discipline goes a long way in this sport. But it showed how much uncontrolled he was.
Absolutely.
He lost total control.
And he lost control by a push, right?
Yeah,
so the guy,
it was a push.
The guy pushed him. Okay, normal stuff that happens in boxing. So I guess he felt played because the crowd said, ooh, ah. So he get up, go the guy. He hits the guy in his lower extremity first, which is a low blow, which is always a point. Low blow first. So the guy goes down and turn around because you didn't hit me in my stuff. He turns around. Then you go and boom, boom on the back of the guy's head. There's no headgear on. You go and throw at least 6 blows on the back of the guy's head to everybody say no, and the ref is just like
standing there.
Hey,
and the dude could have died. Like
seriously,
I didn't know.
And you could tell he was trying to hurt him.
Yeah,
he was trying to hurt him.
The lip bite explained everything.
I
like that.
You been in the ring before?
Soft.
I've been in a ring, but just for recreational purposes. I
got in there one time.
Yeah, I street fought.
Them 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Hello.
You gotta have win.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Boy, I'm telling you. the old time was like, I'm like, I know I can get you. I'm like, and he was like, I'm just gonna walk you down.
Yeah,
That's it.
And then he cutting the ring off, and I'm like,
Not gonna walk you down.
Cause Ali give us that you can
The
buy
shuffle.
the whole 3 minutes.
The
You gotta
shuffle.
be in shape.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm getting tired, and he getting closer and closer. Cause I told him I was just gonna run from him the whole fight, and then he go to cutting the ring off and start getting closer, and then you get on that rope, and I tell you, wind start going.
Because now your mind is
You
thinking.
used to see somebody hitting you going for your face.
Yeah.
See, in street fighting, they go to the top.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody don't
They
go
don't
to your
go to
bottom.
stomach.
Straight
Yeah.
to the bottom.
They go straight to the bottom. Now you coming in there bobbing and weaving like that, making me scared. Got the Tyson look. I'm like, man, look, we're gonna stop this right now. But I've been in there one time.
Okay.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, recreational purposes.
That's fun.
I love
That's it for me.
So I'm saying,
That's it.
when Tyson, and you're old enough to remember when he got knocked out by Buster Douglas.
Absolutely.
What? It was a shock, Rick. You was a baby.
Mhm. Yeah, very much.
When he went down, Iron Mike Tyson, never fool, never fall. What went through your mind?
I was like, it's Mike. What's going on? Get up, Mike. Get up. Please.
Man.
Get up, Mike. He didn't get up. But you have to understand, like, mental. So I have a son, and he boxes. He's very good. I mean, of course he is. He's very well, but he's not in my gym because I deal with discipline. I don't care who you are.
Mhm.
If you're not disciplined, you gotta go. So he realized that it meant for him too, and so he went to another gym, and I'm proud of the transition that he's making. He was like, well, would you let me back in your gym one day? I say, we'll see. He's 25.
Yeah.
We'll see, because it's all about discipline for me. It's all about if this is your dream, this is your dream. So my thing is, I feel like discipline is a big thing. Mike Tyson had something going on mentally. I think Coach just died. Wasn't that around that time?
And he
Just
was
the
with-
lawsuits.
The
And,
lawsuit. He was
Yeah.
with Bobby Brown. He said they would wherever it was overseas.
Yes.
They were knocking them. They were sleeping with so many of those
Yes,
girls they
and
gave
that's a
them.
problem, too.
And then he said, Bobby Brown said, Mike said, I'll be right back. Let me go take care of this. He didn't take it as he should have because Buster Douglas was like, he didn't have that record.
Yes.
He been knocked down before they called
Yep.
weak chin.
Yep.
But Buster Douglas was inspired on the other side because his mother died before the fight. And he told her,
I'm gonna do
she
this.
died like a day before the fight, and he told her, "I'm gonna bring you back that belt or whatever." So he had passion while Mike had problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes
correct.
passion, you can catch him at the right time. Buster Douglas will forever be famous
For
because
knocking
of that.
him. Yep.
And it was the largest gap in a fight odds. Whatever the odds was,
He wasn't supposed
he
to
had no
win.
chance at all.
He wasn't
Or
supposed to
whatever.
The knockout.
Yeah, he
He
wasn't
got him
supposed to
down.
win.
That was Mike. I'm looking
Yeah.
as a child.
Yep.
Every cousin I have, like, this is Mike Tyson. He's
I have
not
pictures of
supposed
Mike
to.
Tyson in my
Yeah.
house because I'm a Mike Tyson fan.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. This episode is brought to you by EraBody's Coffee. Let's take a drink.
Tell everybody.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys getting the knowledge that she's dropping it on us, Coach Mo. It's a difference. And one key thing I take as discipline. In business, you have to be disciplined. How we can get more of our kids inspired and get you in most schools, at least the system that you have in most schools. Because you said the school you was working at had boxing. And just your school had it. How can we get boxing teams throughout? And just like we go to football games,
Absolutely.
it could be Coin versus
Absolutely.
Carver.
I
Carver
love-
gonna win.
That's
but
my dream to get that to roll. So I think more principals, more CEOs of these of the new version of schools. I think they need to just realize, hey, boxing is not one of those sports that y'all think that's gonna promote violence. I promise you, the number of fights once I got to that school went down. The next thing is the way I teach the students, they understand, hey, I can't do this in her class. And then if that transition, okay, I can't do it in Coach Mo class, I'm going to go do it in Miss Williams' class. No, Miss Williams is now about to call Coach Mo. No, Mr. Johnson is about to call Coach Mo. So now everything turns back. And also, I was the only PE coach in the whole school. So you have to do what you have to do in my class so that you can go to the next grade because I teach the 9th grade. I'm teaching in 10th grade.
Yep.
I'm teaching in 11th. And if you have to have PE in 12th, guess who you have?
Me.
Coach Mo again.
Yeah, Coach
So, and we talked about that earlier about the kids. And now, are there more, and you the first PE coach I talked to, but I could just tell by their size. Are they just as active as we was? Going to PE was like, I'm about to burn off all this energy.
Right.
I'm about, my shoe rubber about to go down a couple of inches. That's how much I'm about to run. And then when the coach on a lazy day, just throw them balls out there and be like, go ahead.
Right.
Boy, I'm about to burn 2 inches off my shoe.
Yeah.
No, these kids, I had to like really had to tell them that they would be failing today if they didn't participate. And when I say I had made up games like kickball, like, stuff like that, just to get them to participate in PE.
Yeah.
Just to participate, because I had a PE class and then I had the boxing class. So, and I taught health. So to get them to participate, hey, if you guys don't, hey, I'm fine with giving y'all an F today. I only give out A's or F's. What y'all want today?
Nothing in between.
Nothing in
Yeah.
between. What y'all want?
And it's got to be
Straight up.
crazy not to see, like, kids don't want to go. Man, dude, if you have a substitute teaching, even in high school, and they be like, man, go to the gym. Boy, you go to the gym, boy, we about to ball out.
To go, what?
I get mad if we got to leave the gym. I go to other class, you sweating as I don't know what, walking to the other class. Man, you soaking wet, but to not to experience these things and be walking around as a fat generation.
Hello.
I mean, it got to change.
It's different.
And I think we ate the same food, but by us being outside so much, running
Absolutely.
around or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah,
But also the food has changed too. You gotta
Yeah.
understand, 80s, 90s, 2000s, the food has dressed. Look how big chicken is now.
Oh yeah, you talking about the chicken drumsticks and
Yeah,
all that?
or
The
little-
wings, the
man, wings the biggest drum,
Bro.
biggest big drums now. I'm like, dang, how that chicken get so big? They don't even grow chickens like that. But I don't know what
Straight
chicken.
up.
I don't even remember what chicken tastes like. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I thought chicken was like a better option because I'm in the gym.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, chicken is the
It's
worst.
the worst.
What?
It's worse.
Yeah.
Breast?
it's the
Chicken
worst.
breast?
All
All
of it.
Chicken is the worst.
Come on, man.
Actually, red meat is better than chicken, even though red meat is bad
And this is
too.
the crazy part about it.
Yes.
If it's available to us
Easily. Imagine that.
to my poor people out there, if you look at your tax bracket and everything you could reach that's easily is bad for you.
Everything.
All I
Chef
wanted
Mentor, it's bad for you, bro.
Yeah.
It's easily.
Oh, you sure right.
back.
You're
Pull
right,
back.
boy.
Pull
Said
back.
Chef Mentor is bad for you.
He
Sure
said,
right.
pull back.
Yeah, all I wanted was a 6-pack, yeah, man. And, like, I'm still working on that today. I thought chicken breast helped form,
It's okay. So chicken help breast form whatever you want it to form, but now your elbow hurt. Now your knees hurt. Now you're out of breath, and you're like, man, I didn't even need nothing but some chicken breasts, and I had a smoothie. Which one is it? It's not the smoothie unless you had the one that comes from Smoothie King.
Whoa.
You gotta ask him when you get it from it, Rick.
Whoa.
All that powder and all that, you gotta tell him give it to you without that.
Without the strawberries that's been sitting in that syrup for months and years. You know that good old,
the preserve.
Yeah,
And then they put that powder on there.
And then look how much sugar is in that. So everybody's like, oh, I cut back on fruit because it has so much sugar. That's the sugar that you need.
Yeah.
You don't need the sugar the white stuff. It's white. That's how you know it's not right. No comment.
Well, you got a
Hey, don't get
And
none on you now.
I would say that in real sugar, once Cuba took back their country,
Oh man.
and I'm just using this sugar always it come brown. It don't come.
Yeah.
That's the refined sugar.
About
or
the
whatever.
cane sugar, huh?
Yeah, it come
Whitney Plantation.
little brown
Check it
brown on pellets like
Yeah,
that,
it
but it's come
does.
brown. Everything out the ground come with a color. That's how
comes with a color.
cauliflower we know not
It's
real,
not real.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it's
it
not
nothing come out the ground on white.
Nothing
The
comes out
stem
white.
of it, the top could be white, but the roots got to have a color to it. Am I right, Cole?
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Would you mention something about the Whitney Plantation, huh?
Yeah, so that was a sugar farm. That's where they started. That's where
In
they.
Algiers.
I
No,
don't know where
that's
it's
way
at.
back there in Destran,
Wow,
going
it's
way
far.
back there. Over there.
Yeah, it's
Then
far.
he got struck by lightning or whatever.
It's still
God
up-
showed favor on one of them, and
It's
he
still
struck
up
one.
and it's still up and running.
No, They got one of them, God showed favor and struck it down.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That- yeah, they got that one.
last year. Yeah, they got burnt down.
And then I re-prayed after that and asked them to send another one. Then you ain't gotta wait. Go ahead and hit the other one.
So the Whitney Plantation, they've turned it into like a museum, and they're teaching us.
All right, with that, do you? I never went.
Okay, I have.
But I went to Thibodeau. You been to Thibodeau with the head in there? Oh man, if you go to Thibodeau, they got the houses and everything on both sides of the road still up, and it just looks so creepy down there or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can see it. I'm gonna tell you the link on YouTube. You can watch it on there, and when you see it, miles and miles of the old houses where they used to stay at, they was like shacks, small ones.
They have like 2 or 3 of them on the Whitney Plantation, and you go in that thing, you like, who was staying here? How? And back in the day, all the thing we had was time, so you had nothing but children. We had nothing but time on our hands.
Yeah.
Right.
So you had nothing but children. So how was I would say the smallest family, 3 kids, right? How was 3 kids and a mom and dad sleeping in this area?
Yeah.
There's no possible way. No beds. You had to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Because where were you going to sleep at?
Yeah.
Insane. It's
And to come out those days and see the fightings that we have now and the progress, we have made some progress, but we are so far behind. It's sad to see that where you come from and will not put the work in to advance the line. I just drive me crazy when I'm in front of black people.
Absolutely
and they don't
correct.
believe that they have to push the line forward for the next generation. We are the only group of men that say this about our men. I don't deal with them youngsters or whatever. I just get out of their way. We the only ones do that.
Passive.
Yeah, everybody else get in the way to guide their next generation to where they're supposed to be
Well,
at.
I'm a woman that's getting in the way because I don't play about the youth, because Whitney Houston said it best. The children are our future. We got to teach them well and let them lead the way. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've stuck with that my whole entire life. So that's my calling. I know why I'm here on this earth.
Did you graduate for that Whitney Houston song? Because Whitney sent a lot of kids down to graduation out on that song.
We did not. We graduated with When You Believe by Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. So Whitney was a big inspiration in the 90s. Right?
We're going to take one more commercial break, and don't forget this episode is sponsored by EraBody's Coffee. Let's take a drink. Welcome back, man. We glad Coach Mo came to see us, and she gonna teach Rick how to fight. All right, that cat fighting and all that Rick be doing or whatever does not work. And you might see me and Rick in the ring. You might see me.
I ain't even about to promote this ignorance.
So we have this segment called "Do You Remember, Coach?" We take you back from TV shows, movies, and we just want to see, culturally wise, where you was.
Oh man,
you in or y'all?
I'm in.
All right. I want to ask you this: when black people run, what do that mean?
Oh, we getting out of there. Gotta go.
How fast it take you to start backpedaling?
Remember, I was in the military, so I'm out. The neck.
What is the craziest moment you've been at with that alarm? We call it a black alarm. And white people, you can pick up on it. Trust me.
It works.
And you've been at an event and that alarm went off, and it actually saved the thing. You got an event?
Oh man, so many. I remember being in Arizona, and so Arizona is not as cultured as we are here in New Orleans. And I heard a pet, and I started, fast walking, and people, and I was like, Mo, where you going? We gotta go. I started fast walking. Everybody in the whole club started fast walking because everybody else, we not doing that.
Pat.
Listen,
what that was?
That's me walking fast. Pat me. I saw and heard that.
Oh, all right. Yeah, right. Gotcha.
But the club is bumping, so a lot of people didn't hear it. But
you trained to hear it.
Listen, the whistle.
Gotcha.
My father took us to family day, but he always told us this: if you're not head of the stampede, find something that can't be reigned over.
Absolutely.
And secure yourself or whatever. So we going this like in the 90s. Juvenile got soldier rag out.
Ooh.
His family day in the park.
Ooh.
Stampede start.
Ooh.
And they have these iron garbage cans we hid behind. When I tell you, I watch so many people get snapped over because once it starts, and
It's
that's how
over.
you get
Yes.
yourself in
Gotta
trouble.
be first.
If I'm not in the front of it, I just find something that can't move. Them concrete walls and all that, you got to use those and don't run and let it slow down. Because it catch you off guard. And if the stampede catch you off guard.
Yeah, but even if you first in line, if you're not the fastest person in the front, you still can get stampeded.
I like that.
Yeah, but that's a good analysis, y'all.
I like
But
that.
now that when we get that alarm or whatever, but you know what? This young generation, I never did it, but I hate them false alarms.
Yeah.
I can't be at an event and then
Yeah.
they make you run and then you come back and then they make you run again. You don't hear nothing.
But you know these new kids, they don't even run.
They don't run. I was just about to say, right. They run into it.
What's going on? Let me grab my phone.
Right.
Let me grab my phone to it. They gonna record that.
This next question in 1981 in the Louisiana Superdome, a man in a group recorded a live concert, and they asked him why you did it in New Orleans, and he said, "Why not?"
Frankie Beverly?
Oh, that's right.
New Orleans for real. New Orleans in the building.
You couldn't tell me that man wasn't from here.
He's born in Philadelphia.
I
Actually,
can't believe it. I still don't believe that.
And he actually, just for a little history behind Frankie Beverly, he actually changed his name after Frankie Lyman. His real name, if you Google it, I forgot his real name. Like Tyler Perry's real name is not Tyler or whatever. So he changed that, and he got the name Maze after he was opening up for Marvin Gaye. And the song Silky Silky Soul Singer is a tribute to Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Because you just listen to the song. He was a silky, silky soul singer. But give us your best Maze, Frankie Beverly, New Orleans representative. Give us your best Maze story.
Man. Oh.
Or your favorite song.
Oh, man. My favorite song is We Are One. That's listen, I'm going to jam to that out. We are one. That's my favorite jam. I mean, growing up in the house, you knew that when Frankie Beverly came on, we was cleaning up. We was getting ready to go do something, and it was going to be a great time. Or the events that was happening, like if you was at a family reunion, that Frankie Beverly was going to play all night long.
And it's just like it's one of those artists that transition generations.
Absolutely.
My kids know, my nephew them know. They know the song
Hello.
toe to toe. And it's almost like they're looking at the other little cousin. You don't know that?
How you don't know
It's
that?
almost like because it was played so much. Before I ever even got eyes on who this man was,
Yes.
I know the songs. They
Absolutely.
played it so much or whatever.
I never knew how he looked until I was older.
Yeah.
But I knew Frankie Beverly was from New Orleans.
And then when these concerts coming,
Right.
everybody in our house getting dressed.
Hello.
We're going to see Frankie Beverly.
White.
In the essence,
All
all
white.
white on.
All white.
Stepping. They went got the
I
Soul
know-
Train fashion, got them little
Listen.
$20 linen. They
Hello.
replaced I don't know
Hello.
what. I'm stepping.
I knew where my mom was going on
Yeah,
on the
they put
last
on that
day.
all white, man.
And that was her
Man.
birthday weekend too, so she was gonna see Frankie.
Man, I didn't watch family members get packed and stacked in the car. Come back 5 o'clock in the morning, jewelry all over. Frankie tore it up in there. So shouts out to Frankie Beverly and his family, man. He may not be as big as to y'all as the Isley brothers, the OJs and all that, but down here in New Orleans, second to none, Frankie Beverly.
Love that man.
And his last question is $20, old school New Orleans. You had to go to the corner store and feed you and 3 people. What you getting?
Well, we gonna get that po' boy. We gonna get a big po'.
The long one?
The long one,
The
because
long
it's
one.
for 3 of us. Huh?
Yeah.
That's gonna be what? That was about $5.99 back then.
It was?
Yes,
$5.99. And what else going
With
with
the meat on it?
Shrimp.
I think the shrimp was always the highest one. So it probably took because you get a cold one. The cold one was cheaper. The
Where?
shrimp
Oh
was
yeah,
higher.
the cold cut sandwich
area,
was
cold
cheap.
cut.
What area of the
No,
city
you know
y'all
the
from?
cold cut one was cheaper.
Yeah, the
But
cold
I'm
cut
from
sandwich
uptown.
was
I'm from
cheap.
So
Philly,
hold
Clara.
on.
That-
So
that's
hold
gonna
on.
be
Y'all, they've been knocking off.
$5.99.
Hold on. Let's talk about it. So they've been knocking off. If you can get shrimp cheaper than luncheon meat,
Yes.
no, indeed,
no.
Listen.
No.
I'm telling y'all.
Huh?
I'm telling you.
Somebody in the comments come back and say,
the
Coach
luncheon
Mo.
meat gonna be like $3.99 for a po' boy, or $2.99 for a
The
po'
shrimp
boy.
is always the highest.
It's gonna be
one.
$5.99.
But so you telling me if I got a cold po' boy, you got a po' boy cold? That's with the ham and cheese or the luncheon meat or the roast beef. That's cold.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be more than a shrimp on No, it's not. The shrimp gonna be more.
Yeah, shrimp
think
is
so?
shrimp
Yeah,
is
they had to go
definitely
get-
more, coach.
Y'all know I'm
But I
not-
don't even know what luncheon meat made out of.
But
See, I
you from
never- I was
uptown,
in-
they probably got different
Yeah,
rules
and I
uptown.
never really. Yeah, I stopped eating meat at 19, so I really don't remember
Yeah,
how
but
meat tastes.
well, so your $20, Rick, how it went?
What's your $20?
Yeah, my $20.
young.
I am a little younger. I'm not young, but I'm younger. My $20, 6 boys, 6 brothers.
Ooh.
So we definitely needed sandwich meat. Yeah, we went with that sunbeam.
Hello. You so right.
Yeah, got the sunbeam.
It's all right.
We needed 2 pounds of luncheon meat.
2
Yeah,
pounds.
'cause
of
6
luncheon
boys.
meat. Yeah.
Yeah, about 50 cents worth of bologna because not everybody ate
Yeah.
luncheon meat.
Yeah.
I don't eat on bologna.
I never had it.
About a pound of cheese.
Okay. That's about it. No.
No,
You can still drink.
it was chips
Ooh.
and about 20 packets of Kool-Aid.
Oh, so you went to Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah,
was.
real
It was
Kool-Aid.
simple. We was in the Kool-Aid house. I told you.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Y'all making
The
me
big
remember.
jug,
Yes.
gallon of juice, red or grape, it really didn't matter.
Mhm.
Big bag of tater chips,
Absolutely.
about a pound of ham, get you a pound of luncheon meat, $2 or $3 of cheese. If you got more, you go and get the cookies.
Ooh.
And you got the bread.
What type of cookie?
Well, the corner store don't had a big 60, so you get the long one like she
yeah,
she
the
doing.
Rolls.
Yeah, the La Rose. Yeah. But you remember big 60s?
Yeah, that's from Win Dixon.
Yeah, that's right. You get the big 60.
Yeah, Big 60 from.
Yeah.
That's from
He
Win
young.
Dixon.
He don't know about big 60.
You gotta go to the grocery store for
So
them.
you know about check colas, huh? Checks.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh
Okay,
man.
okay. So you get you some checks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
man.
that was the off brand.
Yeah. But in our culture, it's not
What's
really
it
an
off
off
brand?
brand.
It's a
like,
cold
man,
drink.
it's a cold drink.
It's a cold
It's
drink.
a cold drink, but cheaper than a
Yeah.
Pepsi.
It was a cold
Boy,
drink.
and I think when Dixon still, well, they're not down here anymore, but I think they still was like $5 or $4, whatever.
Yeah.
It still was like that, even though everything else went up. So that kept many parties going extra longer. And you couldn't get, when you was at those parties, them juices was for the kids.
Yeah, the cold
Check
drink.
colas was for everybody.
Yeah.
We ain't had bottled water back then,
No,
y'all.
no.
And then them bills, and you know they got the cooler for the
Yeah.
adults or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
right.
You had to sneak one of them out of there.
Beer is nasty.
My cousin said, go give me one of them bills out of there, whatever. Them adults back then catch your hand in one of them. Yeah,
Your
it was-
finger, you'll
yeah.
come out with a half a finger.
Look at that. Chaya.
4.5 fingers.
Chaya.
What the hell wrong with you?
Chaya.
And then those
Y'all
parties
got me on
back
that
then. Remember, Rick, you ever got sent to the lighted cigarette?
Oh yeah, all the
Yeah.
time.
I
come
come
from a
back,
smoking
buku
family.
scar marks on there. I ain't sending your ass no more. Look at my cigarette.
I was an expert.
No, I was
Coach
not.
Mo, before we go, look in the camera and let our people know where they can find you at and how they get in contact with you.
All right, y'all know I'm Coach Mo, aka April Moreland. You can find me on Instagram, We Want Coach Mo. You can find me on, what's that, TikTok, We Want Coach Mo. You can find me at 2600 Gravia Street with my gym at We Want Coach Mo. You can find me anywhere. Just holler, who they want? You're going to hear Coach Mo in the background. I got you. I'm always around New Orleans. Come see me, y'all. Come get these kids on a level of discipline, confidence, and building leadership. That's very big for our young men and women growing up today.
And once again, I'm the Honorable Darren D. Purnell, the street speaker himself. Don't forget to go get our book, Businessmen, on Amazon. Yo, Rick.
Well, you heard the man. Businessman is on Amazon right now. I hope that this episode was just as informative to you as it was to us. And for us, you can find us on EraBody's podcast. That's EraBody's podcast on all social media platforms. And we out.
Peace.
Yeah, y'all do the real piece, right? Yeah, the real peace sign.